All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Meenakshi Sun and with me is Subhadra Ramachandran. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts with people in Mann Ki Baat program at 11 a.m. today. Recovery rate of COVID-19 patients improves to 58.13%. Jharkhand government extends lockdown till 31st July. Karnataka government decides to impose lockdown across the state every Sunday from the 5th of July. Government intensifies locust control operations in 7 states. And flood affects 21 districts of Assam. 19,000 people shifted to relief camps. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio at 11 a.m. today. It will be the 66th episode of the monthly radio program. It will be broadcast on the entire network of AIR and Doordarshan and also on AIR News website www.newsonair.com and News on AIR mobile app. It will also be streamed live on the YouTube channels of AIR, DD News, PMO and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. AIR will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. The regional language versions will be repeated at 8 in the evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that powered by Corona warriors, India is firmly fighting COVID-19. Addressing an event through video conferencing to mark the special occasion of the 90th birthday of most revered Dr. Joseph Mar Thoma Metropolitan, the Prime Minister said earlier this year some people had predicted that the impact of the virus in India would be very severe. He said due to the lockdown, many initiatives taken by the government and a people-driven fight, India is much better placed than many other nations.
You will be happy to know that, powered by our Corona warriors, India is firmly fighting COVID-19. Earlier this year, some people had predicted that the impact of the virus in India would be very, very severe. But due to lockdown and many initiatives taken by the government as well as a people-driven fight, India is much better placed than many other nations. India's recovery rate is rising. Any loss of life is unfortunate due to COVID or otherwise.
The Prime Minister said people have to be even more careful now. He said wearing masks, social distancing, do gaz ki doori and avoiding crowded places are still important. Mr. Modi said in the last few weeks, the Government of India has addressed both short-term and long-term issues relating to the economy.
We have to focus on economic growth and prosperity for 130 crore Indians. Wheels of trade and commerce have to move. Agriculture has to flourish. In the last few weeks, the government of India has addressed both short-term and long-term issues relating to the economy. From the sea to space, from the farm to the factories, people-friendly and growth-friendly decisions have been taken. The call for Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India, will ensure economic strength and prosperity for every Indian.
The Prime Minister said the government wants to ensure better technology and infrastructure and making value chains stronger. He said the government has taken its decisions not from the comfortable government offices in Delhi, but after feedback from the people on the ground. The Prime Minister said for the poor, the government is bringing One Nation, One Ration card scheme to help them wherever they are. He said for the middle class, the government has brought a number of initiatives to boost ease of living. The Prime Minister added, for farmers, government has increased the minimum support price and made sure they get the right price. He said people should think of this, that how can their actions contribute to national development.
BJP President JP Nadda has criticized Congress over alleged links between the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, RGF, and China. Briefing media in New Delhi, Mr. Nadda asked 10 questions to the main opposition party over the issue. He alleged that the RGF, which is headed by Congress President Sonia Gandhi, continuously received donations from the Chinese embassy between 2005 and 2009, from the tax haven of Luxembourg between 2006 and 2009, and NGOs with commercial interests.
The country would like to know कि प्रधानमंत्री नेशनल रिलीफ फंड जो लोगों की राहत पहुंचाने के लिए है, जो प्रधानमंत्री के माध्यम से जनता जनार्दन की सेवा के लिए है, उसमें से 2005 से लेकर 2008 तक राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन को पैसा क्यों गया? राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन took hefty donations from major Indian corporates और लोगों के लिए गरीबी का नारा लगाते, लेकिन कॉर्पोरेट्स के साथ बड़े डोनेशंस लिए गए और बड़े डोनेशंस के जगह पर हेफ्टी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स दिए गए और यह था क्विड प्रो को। एक तरफ से पैसे लिए गए और उसी माध्यम से उनके इन्फ्लुएंस से हेफ्टी डोनेशंस भी लिए गए और हेफ्टी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स भी दिए गए।
Mr. Nadda alleged that national interest was sacrificed and donations into the foundation were accepted. He said under the garb of China and corona crisis, Congress President Sonia Gandhi should not shy away from questions that nation wants to know. The BJP president asked the Congress to come clean on its links with China and the details of its MOU with the Communist Party of China. The Congress had dismissed Mr. Nadda's criticism of the RGF over alleged donations to it from the Chinese embassy and the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. NCP Chief Sharad Pawar has asked Congress not to politicize matters of national security. He said the entire Galwan Valley episode is sensitive in nature and no party should indulge in politics over the issue. Mr. Pawar said one cannot forget China had captured about 45,000 square kms of Indian land after the 1962 war. His comments came in response to a query about Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's allegations against the government over LAC situation. Mr. Pawar also said the Galwan Valley incident in Ladakh cannot immediately be labelled as a failure of Defence Minister as Indian soldiers were alert during patrolling. It was China which played the provocateur in the Galwan Valley, he said. The former Defence Minister said India has been constructing a road in Galwan Valley within its limits meant for communication purposes.
The government has said that the difference between the number of recovered cases and active cases of COVID-19 is nearly 1 lakh. Union Health Ministry said due to collective, graded, preemptive and proactive steps taken by the centre along with the states and union territories for prevention, the total number of recovered COVID-19 cases has fast outgrown the number of active cases. The recovered cases have exceeded the active cases by 98,493. The ministry said the number of active cases stands at over 1,97,000 and the number of cured cases is around 2,96,000. The recovery rate of COVID patients has reached 58.13%. Briefing the group of ministers yesterday on the current status of COVID-19 in the country, Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan said our country is fighting against COVID-19 better than any country in the world.
हमारा रिकवरी रेट 58% से भी ऊपर हो गया है और लगभग 5 लाख के करीब जो अब तक कोविड से भारत में मरीज प्रभावित हुए हैं, इसमें से लगभग 3 लाख मरीज ठीक होकर घर वापस चले गए हैं। हमारा सारे दुनिया में अभी भी जो मोर्टेलिटी फैटेलिटी रेट है वो 3% के करीब है, जो सबसे कम है।
The top 5 states in terms of absolute number of COVID-19 recovered cases are Maharashtra, Gujarat, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. The top 5 states in terms of recovery rate are Meghalaya, Rajasthan, Tripura, Chandigarh and Madhya Pradesh. Human Resource Development Ministry has taken several steps and initiatives in view of the hardship faced by parents and the students due to COVID-19 pandemic. Keeping in view the request received from various state governments and the situation arising out of the pandemic, CBSE decided to cancel the examinations for class 10 and 12 which were scheduled to be held from the 1st to the 15th of July. CBSE will conduct an optional examination for class 12 students in the subject, the examination for which was scheduled to be conducted from the 1st to the 15th of July as soon as conditions are conducive. Candidates whose results will be declared based on the assessment scheme will be allowed to appear in these optional examinations to improve their performances. No further examinations will be conducted for candidates in Class 10, and the result declared by CBSE on the basis of assessment scheme will be treated as final. A report.
Human Resource Development Ministry advised CBSE to promote all students studying in classes 1 to 8 to the next class. Talking exclusively to AIR, Controller of Examination of CBSE, Dr. Sayam Bharadwaj said that the government has prepared several strategies for the students to remove the hardships faced by the students during the pandemic.
We have cancelled the examination of class 10 and 12, and now we will be declaring the results. The second issue is that because there is a transactional loss in the classes, so we are rationalizing the syllabus. Another very important issue is that all the online software or the platform, they all are at one place so that the students would be able to use these platforms in a better manner.
In April, HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank advised National Testing Agency to extend or revise the dates for submission of online application forms for various examinations. He has also released the alternative academic calendar for classes 9 to 12. NCERT and Rotary India digitally signed an MOU for e-learning content telecast for classes 1 to 12 over all NCERT TV channels. NCERT and UNESCO have also developed an information booklet to raise awareness of students and teachers on staying safe online. With Anand Kumar, Suparna Sekhya, AIR News, Delhi.
The government has allowed Indian Airlines to increase their number of domestic passenger flights from 33% to 45% of their pre-COVID capacity. The Ministry of Civil Aviation had restarted domestic passenger services from 25th of May after a gap of 2 months due to lockdown to contain the spread of COVID-19. Yesterday, the Civil Aviation Ministry modified its previous order of May the 21, where it had restricted capacity utilization of domestic flights to 1/3 of the approved summer schedule. Jharkhand government has decided to extend lockdown till 31st July across the state. The decision comes in the wake of increasing number of COVID-19 cases in the state. 66 new cases were reported during the past 24 hours, taking the total tally to 2,360. The recovery rate in Jharkhand has improved to 73%. More from our correspondent.
All religious places, educational institutions, coaching classes, shopping malls, hotels, cinema halls, multiplexes, theatres, entertainment parks, bars, spa and saloons, gymnasiums and swimming pools will remain closed till July 31st across the state during the extended lockdown orders. Relaxations provided earlier to those sectors and industries for economic activities outside the containment zones shall continue. Chief Minister Hemant Soren said that we have achieved success in prevention of spread of the COVID-19 virus, but more precautionary steps must be taken further for another period of a month to prevent the viral spread. Shilpi, AIR News, Ranchi.
Uttar Pradesh government has emphasized the need to strengthen corona testing facilities and create mass awareness about measures to contain COVID-19. Testing for corona in the state has crossed 20,000 samples per day. More than 6,63,000 corona tests have been conducted in the state so far. More from our correspondent.
Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath expressing satisfaction on crossing the testing facility 20,000 tests per day has instructed to make it 25,000 tests per day. Additional Chief Secretary Home Avnish Awasthi informed that a COVID campaign will be carried out in the state from 5th July, where medical teams will visit revenue villages and urban areas and survey the health status of people. People have been asked to upload their videos on COVID-19, out of which 100 good videos will be selected and will be given an award of rupees 10,000 each. Similarly, people have been asked to send 150 words write-up on safety from COVID-19, and 10 good ideas will also be given a prize of rupees 10,000 each. He said, on the instruction of Chief Minister, a special program on door-to-door medical screening and awareness will be conducted in Meerut Division from 1st to 7th July. MS Yadav, AIR News, Lucknow.
Recovery and doubling rate of COVID-19 patients has improved in Gujarat. The state has recorded 615 new cases during the last 24 hours, which is the biggest spike in a single day till now. More from our correspondent.
According to official sources, the rate of recovery and doubling the cases has been improved while death rate is decreasing during the last week. Recovery rate reached up to 73.08% while doubling rate increased from 15 days to 28 days. Death rate is down significantly from 6.25% earlier to 3.88%. Apart from 615 new cases, state has also recorded 18 deaths during the last 24 hours. With this, the total number of deaths due to COVID-19 has gone up to 1,790. Among the new cases found yesterday, 197 recorded in Ahmedabad, while 184 were recorded in Surat. 11 army jawans in Kutch district also found COVID-19 positive. Meanwhile, the state government has relaxed the compulsory mask wearing provision for the person driving the four-wheel vehicle if he was travelling alone. Yogesh Pandya, Air News, Ahmedabad.
Former Gujarat Chief Minister Shankar Singh Waghela has tested positive for COVID-19. The 80-year-old leader has isolated himself at his residence in Gandhinagar after the result of the test. Mr. Waghela has mild symptoms and therefore he has chosen to stay at home. In the wake of the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic situation, the central government has provided 500 ventilators to the Himachal Pradesh as preventive and remedial measures. Of these, 178 are transport ventilators and the remaining 322 are ICU ventilators. The centre has provided the ventilators free of cost to the state as Chief Minister Jairam Thakur raised the issue of inadequate ventilators in a recent video conference with Prime Minister and Union Health Minister recently. You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts with people in Mann Ki Baat program at 11 a.m. today. Recovery rate of COVID-19 patients improves to 58.13%. Jharkhand government extends lockdown till 31st July. Karnataka government decides to impose lockdown across the state every Sunday from 5th July. Government intensifies locust control operations in 7 states and flood affects 21 districts of Assam. 19,000 people shifted to relief camps. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान रखो, बड़े बुजुर्गों का तुम ध्यान रखो, तो बात करो, कुछ मदद करो, कोरोना के चलते याद रखो, घर से निकलो तो मास्क पहनना, मास्क के पीछे मुस्कुराना, सुरक्षित दादा दादी नाना नानी अभियान, अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान.
The Karnataka government has announced to impose a statewide lockdown every Sunday to contain the pandemic. A decision to this effect was taken at the high-level meeting chaired by Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa yesterday. This measure will start from July the 5th. In another decision taken, all the non-essential government offices will remain shut on every Saturday and Sunday starting July the 10th. In addition, night curfew has been extended from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. It was also decided to increase ambulance services and make public the information related to availability of beds and also the phone numbers of all nodal officers involved in containment of COVID. The Southern Railway has suspended special trains in Tamil Nadu from Monday till the 15th of next month in view of the prevailing COVID-19 situation. Meanwhile, the total COVID-19 infection in the state has crossed 78,000 with 3,713 people confirmed positive yesterday. More from our correspondent.
The Southern Railway has been operating special trains connecting the headquarters of the southernmost district Kanyakumari to Trichy on the one hand and from there to Chengalpattu, a Chennai suburb on the other. Coimbatore in the west and Arakonam, another suburb of the state capital, were also connected by the special trains. This led to thousands of people every week travelling from one place to another even after the state government suspended inter-district travel. As the COVID-19 cases go up in many places, with everyday spike hitting new levels, the state government has asked the railways to suspend the special train services, which has now been accepted. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
In an exclusive interview, Dr. Vipul Agarwal, Deputy CEO of National Health Authority, told AIR News that under the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, around 12.5 crore e-cards have been issued and almost 1 crore 10 lakh people have availed free treatment.
इस योजना के तहत अब तक 1 करोड़ 10 लाख लाभार्थियों को हमने मुफ्त ट्रीटमेंट दी है और करीब 14,000 करोड़ रुपए का इसमें अभी तक खर्च हुआ है ट्रीटमेंट में और करीब हम लोगों ने 12.5 करोड़ ई कार्ड अभी तक जनरेट किए हैं। जो टोटल लाभार्थी हैं उसमें से लगभग 25% से ज्यादा लाभार्थियों ने अभी तक ई कार्ड निकाल के इस योजना का लाभ लिया है। अभी कोविड-19 का जो पिछले 3 महीने में हमने देखा उसके पहले जिस गति से वो चल रहा है तो हम लोग एक साल में लगभग 1 करोड़ जितने लाभार्थियों को इस योजना का लाभ दे पाएंगे आने वाले समय में।
Dr. Agarwal said COVID-19 testing and treatment packages were also introduced under the Ayushman Bharat scheme.
रेस्पिरेटरी इलनेसेस जिसमें कि सीवियर एक्यूट रेस्पिरेटरी इलनेस और इन्फ्लुएंजा लाइक इलनेस की ट्रीटमेंट पहले से ही हमारे पैकेजेस में थी, लेकिन कोविड-19 के लिए हम लोगों ने राज्य सरकारों को फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी दी क्योंकि इसमें कुछ खर्चे ऐसे होते हैं जो पहले नहीं हुआ करते थे लाइक मास्क, पीपीई किट्स वगैरह का और कुछ हॉस्पिटल्स को कोविड ओनली हॉस्पिटल्स में कन्वर्ट करने की जरूरत पड़ती है जिसकी वजह से हॉस्पिटल्स में कुछ एडिशनल खर्च आते हैं। तो उन सबको ध्यान में रख के हमने राज्य सरकारों को ये फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी दी कि आप अपनी परिस्थिति के अनुसार अपनी पैकेजेस के रेट निर्धारित कर सकते हैं। तो लगभग सभी राज्य सरकारों ने अपने कोविड-19 के पैकेजेस डिक्लेयर किए हैं।
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of leading medical experts in COVID-19. Talking to AIR News, Dr. Amarchand Bajaj, Senior Consultant at Sitaram Bharti Institute of Science and Research, New Delhi, highlighted the importance of hygiene and how to maintain it to contain novel coronavirus.
जब तक हमारे पास इनकी ट्रीटमेंट वैक्सीन या मेडिसिन के रूप में ना निकले तब तक हमें जो प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर्स है वो फॉलो करने हैं। जहाँ जरूरत ना हो उसमें घर से बिल्कुल बाहर ना निकले, कोशिश करें कम से कम बाहर निकलना है और जबकि निकलना भी पड़ा घर से बाहर तो कोशिश करें कि जहाँ आप 2 लोग खड़े हैं करीब 2 मीटर दूर खड़े रहें, नहीं तो कम से कम 1 मीटर दूर खड़े रहें।
The Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan is getting new dimensions in Uttar Pradesh and the Khadi and Village Industries Commission KVIC has become instrumental in making Prime Minister Narendra Modi's constituency Varanasi as hub of Swadeshi only pottery products. This move is also going to benefit hundreds of migrant workers. A report.
Come this festive season and the country will see beautiful earthen magic lamps, traditional lamps and sculptures of Lakshmi and Ganesh made in Varanasi which will have the potential to dissuade people from buying Chinese lights and other articles. The Khadi and Village Industries Commission has taken the initiative of training the potters and providing them electric potter wheels. Yesterday, KVIC Chairman Vinay Kumar Saxena distributed electric potter wheels to 80 potter families belonging from 4 villages of Varanasi. KVIC has set a target of distributing 1,500 potter wheels in Varanasi in next 3 months. The KVIC is also set to distribute 300 electric potter wheels and other equipments to 300 migrant workers' families in Sevapuri in Varanasi who have returned from other states during lockdown. KVIC has already trained 60 migrant workers' families so far. This is estimated to create nearly 1,200 jobs for the migrant laborers in Varanasi alone. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
The government has intensified locust control operations in 7 states. These are Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat and Maharashtra. In total, 60 ground control teams of locust circle officers and 12 drones are being used for locust control operations. The Locust Warning Organization and 10 locust circle officers in coordination with state governments undertake locust control operations in scheduled desert areas of Rajasthan and Gujarat. The state governments, through their agriculture departments, undertake locust control in cropped area. This year, starting from 11th April, in this season, 1,27,225 hectares have been controlled till the 26th of this month. More from our correspondent.
Agriculture Ministry has said that India is the first country to control locust by using drones after finalizing the protocols and getting all statutory approvals. Major operations are concentrated in Rajasthan where maximum resources are committed. State governments have deployed tractor-mounted sprayers and fire tender vehicles in large numbers to undertake locust control in cropped area. Presently, 60 control teams and more than 200 central government personnel are engaged in locust control operation for effective control of locusts on tall trees and in inaccessible accessible areas. 5 companies with 12 drones are deployed for spraying of pesticides for locust control. Enough stock of pesticide is being maintained with the Locust Control Organization, and there is sufficient availability with state governments also. Anupam Mishra, AI News, Delhi.
In Assam, the flood situation remains grim as new areas have been inundated due to incessant rain. 262,000 people are reeling under the fury of flood in 21 districts. 18 persons lost their lives so far. The surging water caused massive damages to crop areas, roads and culverts. Nearly 19,000 people are taking shelter at temporary relief camps, and administrations are distributing food items to the flooded people. Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal has instructed district administration to extend all help to the flood-affected people. And now, let us take a look at the weather update for today. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature was recorded as 24 degrees Celsius in Jammu, while the maximum will be around 37 degrees. The city is likely to have mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature was recorded as 16 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 30 degrees. The city will have partly cloudy sky with the possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. In Gilgit, the minimum temperature was recorded as 18 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be 34 degrees. The sky will be partly cloudy with the possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. The sky in Muzaffarabad will be partly cloudy with the possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. The city witnessed a minimum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, while the maximum temperature is expected to be around 36 degrees. Chandigarh will see a generally cloudy sky with possibility of development of thunder or lightning. The minimum temperature in the city was recorded at 26 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be 35 degrees. In Hyderabad, the sky will be generally cloudy with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thundershowers. Bangalore experienced a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius while the maximum will be 28 degrees Celsius. The city will have a generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thundershower. Ahmedabad will have a minimum temperature of 29 degrees while the maximum will be around 37 degrees.
The Special Cell of Delhi Police has arrested 3 Khalistani terrorists planning to carry out terror attacks and targeted killings. With this arrest, police have busted a terror module linked to the banned Khalistan Liberation Front KLF. They have been identified as Mohinder Pal Singh, Gurteej Singh and Lovepreet. One of the accused has disclosed his association with Gopal Singh Chawla, a close aide of Hafiz Saeed. Cops first had a breakthrough on June 15 when Mohinder was arrested with firearms and propaganda material. He is a resident of Baramulla in Jammu and Kashmir. In the subsequent raids in Haryana and Punjab, the other 2 were arrested. Electronic interception showed terrorists were planning to carry out terror strike in Delhi. And now an overview of today's newspapers. News reports on the COVID-19 pandemic continue to dominate the headlines of the newspapers today. 8 states account for over 85% active COVID-19 cases. In India, 87% deaths too occurred in these states. 15 central teams deployed to help them. The Hindustan Times reports worldwide COVID-19 death toll stares at 500,000 mark. In its front page story, the Times of India reports IAF watching Chinese bases sure of matching air power. The Asian Age adds, India moves its air defense missile system into Ladakh. Move aims to counter increased Chinese air activity along LAC. The Indian Express informs, amid slide in talks, Pakistan offers to reopen Kartarpur on Monday. India says short notice. The Sunday Pioneer in its lead story says, India snaps Pakistan's mirage of goodwill. The Locust entering into parts of the NCR lead the Times of India to exclaim, Swamageddon looks like this. Locusts fly into NCR. The Mail today adds, capital on high alert to fight locust terror. And finally, the Sunday Tribune notes that teachers in Lahore and Spiti have been traversing long distances of at least 10 kilometers, often on foot, to deliver schoolwork to their students residing in isolated villages with poor net connectivity, deserving praise for their extraordinary work.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts with people in Mann Ki Baat program at 11 a.m. today. Recovery rate of COVID-19 patients improves to 58.13%. Jharkhand government extends lockdown till 31st July. Karnataka government decides to impose lockdown across the state every Sunday from the 5th of July. Government intensifies locust control operations in 7 states. And flood affects 21 districts of Assam. 19,000 people shifted to relief camps. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.